Yeah, so let me get a character here. We could choose any of these. We are first going to have a simple animation, maybe like a walk, like a walk. So we shall rig. Normally, what you do is that you rig two characters. Actually, each of these, you see, when you look at, for example, this character. So this is facing us. This is facing the other side. We don't need this. We don't need this, but I don't like this angle.
Why would it need that? Because in education,
unless if you're going to have a character that is going to move backwards. Depends on your script. Okay. Yeah? But mostly it will either be facing this side or maybe facing you or facing. Now that means that each of those are to be rigged separately.
The one facing you, the one facing. What do you mean by rigged?
Rigging is, it's like, I'll give an example. When you look at your body, you can easily control it by folding a fist. You can do a peace sign. So what we call rigging is getting an object, giving it bonds, okay? Then connecting the body or that object to those bonds so that you can have controls that give it movement.
Okay.
Are you together? So when you look at a crane getting something, it is rigged to pick. That when you press this button, it's able to pick.
Okay.
Are you together?
Yeah.
So this laptop is rigged like the way it is. We are able to do this because there's some handles which are here. So rigging is that process of giving an object bonds, attaching the object to the bond so that it can have controls that give it animation or give it life. We are together, yeah? So those are the stages. So having created the character, you created the character, you have the characters already. And we are going to, those very characters, we shall, I don't know that did you pose them this way? Did you have any of these poses?
No. Just
not yet,
one drawing.
So these very ones, we shall pick any of these. We take it to After Effects, and so some are to be paid. You can actually get one of these and modify it into what you want. Okay? And you modify it into what you want so that it can either walk or speak. You can change the face to exactly what you want. So I'm going to choose a character like maybe, which one? I need one which can face in the sides and walk properly. Also the one that you choose, this would have been good. Okay, let me just choose any. Let me choose this first one. I will just choose any. So you see, we have the expressions and whatever, but today I will not concentrate much on that. What I need is at least a character that can move. So you download it, it's free of charge. Has it downloaded? You know, nowadays it is done, eh? Yeah, it is downloaded. So this is character man, eh? So I'm going to create a folder here. Then I'll again pick it, our character man here. I copy, I bring him to my folder here. I'll paste that. Then I'll extract. Then definitely I'll open it in Illustrator. Now the other Duke, the other Duke script that I have given to you accepts starting from Adobe CC19 upwards. So if you have something below that, you may need another Duke Basso. This one is Duke Angela. This is the most latest. So this is our character. It's much easier if you open a new one. So you can use actually, even if you use print or film, whichever you find comfortable. Now, since we are doing film, of course, let us just use these sizes because it matters. When you give it a low resolution, it will also be low resolution on the other side when you're animating. So we shall pick maybe 1080 here, and we create. Then we shall get it. We ungroup. So I'm going to particularly work on this one, because this one is able to walk and it's able maybe to do something here. So I'll choose this. In the long run we shall also do this, but the process of this is the same as that. Yeah, so we shall copy this, Ctrl C, then Ctrl V. You see it is small. Had we taken it like that, it would. So make it bigger, holding Shift and Alt, so that it fits in the screen like that. So here we know that regardless of, at least we know it fits in the screen. It is just now asked to reduce its size maybe in the program, because this is the size of our TV, right? So we'll ungroup. Now each of these body parts, now the challenge I have with this one, it connects direct, however much. So I'm going to simplify it. I don't need these details as of now. Since we are learning, we don't need those much details. Yeah, so we are going to be, then I don't think I need this bag. It may also be an inconvenience for as of now. Yeah, because that will maybe sometimes it needs to be rigged separately. Yeah, but that will be quite challenging for you guys. So that is okay. This is fine. Now the best characters to choose, I will show you. The best characters, you see a character that has this round, yeah, like this one. These round shapes, so what we chose was this. Let me see the other side. Does this one have? The good thing is that we have these ones already here, so we don't need to really work hard to, So we shall just pick these and take here. But what we need is majorly this leg.
So, is there anyone here who's not comfortable with Illustrator?
All of us could eat.
Mm.
I think we have some.
You're good, eh?
Not very good, but.
Okay, is there anything I'm doing that you don't know?
No.
Okay, so I'll ungroup. I don't need all these. Okay, maybe the hands. I also ungroup. So I can actually bring this and make it this size. So I think by estimation that should be the size. I think it's okay. So we shall take this away. We don't need it. We don't need this. Then okay. Let me reflect this. Or maybe this very one. Transform, reflect. I get a copy. Well, I would prefer it facing the other direction. Though this is not the other side of the hand, it's a different hand. I didn't want you guys to struggle, but the good thing is that we have this one. Yeah? I think this one will do, only that it is not divided. Oh, but even the one I was bringing is not divided. So let us just work with this. But this one, this is okay. Let's work with the character the way it is, because you also will face those challenges. So now let me delete these ones. I don't need them. Now we need to divide this character into the various body parts that we have. So starting with this hand, we need to connect this part, because we don't need this. We already have that. So I'll use my definitely pen tool.
You can come by and talk together with that.
What is good understand where is it is here, where is it?
So you also don't need this. It's always best to leave these rounds there, as long as this hand, as long as this hand actually fits there like that. You try to make sure that it fits in like that. I think that's okay. You could try to fix so that it's uniform like that. Yeah, so that when for example, okay, so we'll do the same with this hand. Now this hand doesn't have that part of the body, but what we shall do is definitely we shall cut off that part. Select here. Make sure that it is round. So go to Objects, Path, Divide Objects below. Yeah. Divide objects below. So this goes off. So we'd want this part. Now, wherever you see that part where they meet, you could actually have a perfect circle like that. So that will fit in like that. So if you have our circle there, then we can have a continuity of this. That is continuous. Then I believe we all know how to use the pathfinder, but we don't need to combine this. This should be separated. That should be separate. So we concentrate majorly on this and make it one. Also this and this, we make it one. I don't need this. Then also here, I forgot to duplicate my circle here, the guiding circle. Yeah, that's okay. So if you try to fit it and you feel like it fits, I think that fits, eh? Yeah, so we can then complete this. We can complete our shirt. So I'm not going to be as accurate as I would have been because we're in a lesson, but I think you get the idea. So then I also make this one. So also these, we are supposed to make one for each. We are supposed to make them round.
That is where the fabric,
so here,
the
no, not the fabric, here inside, actually around here, because it is going too far, eh? Around there, we can...
No, where the joint is.
Now the joint is too far. This, of course, this was, because it's going to be bending here like this. Where the joint is actually. Where it's going to be bending from. Now, actually this will come straight up to here. So around here, we shall have round, and also here we shall have round. At this point, not here. We have already done that. We have worked on that here. So I'll give an example. If I group this, and I put here my... it will be able to move. You get it? Only that this hand is a little too big. The other I know is that the hand at the back is usually a little smaller. Like that, eh? So here, if you have to select this entire object like that, this is able to do this. sorry. So yeah, so here we've already worked on it, so we need to put the circle here and another circle here. So zoom in. So since I can't see it properly, I'll just let me adjust it from here so that I can see what I'm doing. So at this point where they are going to be meeting, where it's going to be folding, where the joint is, we put another circle. That is for that and for this. So just pick this color. So I will get this. I'll get my pen tool. I wouldn't want this to be affected. Objects, divide objects below, then ungroup, ungroup. The groups were so many. So definitely this. So definitely this and this will become one. Just want to maintain our color here. Then this also with this. Why am I using circles at the end? If they are not circular at that point, there is a way the hand will look in a weird way. I want the upper color to be the one that, yeah. So definitely when you're doing this, you'll have to take your time and do some better job. But now I know that if I group this, if I group that, I just know definitely that if I put my anchor point here, it's able to do that. You get it? It's able to do that. So you'll do the same here. Ungroup. Well, the other way is that we can just do this, actually. We can just, we can just use this, since it's already here. When you select this object, you can select this and that, and use the curvature. It gives us that curve. Then also select this and that, but I feel like this is really too far. It should be a little more down. So I'll select, I'll just cut this at what point? Now the most other, we are going to change this hand. Shall just give it a circle to make it easy for animation. Since these are not going to be, we are not animating the details of this as of now. So I'll just get my pen tool and cut through there like that. Objects, Pathfinder, divide objects below. Definitely I don't need this, but then this here and here I could use the curvature, which makes it much easier. It should be giving us almost a perfect circle. Then for this, let us just cover it like this. Okay, we could leave it like that, but I feel like it's going to... We don't need the whole hand. We shall just have it like that. I think that's okay. So also this, so this is okay, this is okay, and this is okay. So this and this is one layer. Yeah? So we group it. Since this will be moving all together, this will be alone, this will be alone. Then we do the same for this. I feel like this is round enough. Yeah? This is round enough. The only confusing bit is that why is it? Let me try to see. We don't need that. You see this other behind part? We don't need it. So we don't need that. So what we have to do is to cut here. We do the same as that. So you cut at this point. Objects, path, divide objects below. Then ungroup. So this is okay. This is okay. Now definitely we didn't, these ones need circles. You cannot do the curvature on them since they are coming in all together. So we need a circle here for that. In normal cases, it needs to be almost a perfect circle, but anyway, I think that will do. And it should be able to work for both. So we shall go to the layers and duplicate it from the layers. Here, hold Alt and drag it out. So this connects with this. We do a pathfinder. Also this and this. So definitely here this is working fine as well, so I'll test it. We didn't do this hand proper, but we can delete this. So think there it's much better. So when I get my anchor point here in rotate, and I put it, actually it should be around here, I'm able to rotate that. Yeah, so I'll continue. Now in animation we always encourage to have at least a C. It can't be so straight like this, let us give it a C around there. Also this, I'm using this rotate, I place it there, my anchor point, then I rotate it a little. Oh, I was going to first group it. I was going to group this, and that. But the grouping is just for working purposes, it's not the permanent thing. Each of them will have to be separate. It's just temporary for this. Actually here I ungroup, then I also work on this. I first group this, and also work on it. I do that. So we're actually going back to character development again. So don't forget this, we don't need it, it was just to help us. Now this is okay, but again you see up here, we need it also round like this. Okay, this, some people use this, but I want to make it as easy as possible. So, so this, that's okay, let this come a little bit up. Then this, you could either draw it, you know the different approaches, it's up to you. I'll delete that and try to make it round here. Oh, sorry, using my direct selection. Let this one also be smooth, like that. So even this, now it's much easier to have this kind of neck. I'm going to change this character a little bit so that it doesn't give us that time. It's much better to have a neck like this one. A little straight, also here like this. It's much better to have this type of curved like that. So it's better to have that type. Then we'll bring him down. So it's up to you. If you needed him to have some sort of t-shirt that is it called a v-neck or a c-neck? It could either be on top or below. Excuse me. Hello, so depends on the kind. I think that is cool. The good thing is that now if we had to rotate this head, I'll first group it. I'll group it and sample. you keep testing. If I wanted to do that, it is okay. So it's not affecting. Yeah. So if you wanted that kind of neck, I know that it works for the V-neck. I've not tried it, but it's always better. It's better to first use those circles. Then I'll also get to the head. When you're developing a character, it is like modeling a character in 3D. It is very frustrating. Actually, we don't need sometimes to take it away. We just need to maybe let me bring the head to the top. Let's be the topmost. I just do that using my layers. Then I also make an improvement on this other part. It also has to be the same as this. So you can get your tool, then make it straight. Yeah. Then we shall definitely make this one to be 1. Then I will select this tool. I will select that corner and this corner, and also curve them. Well, our curve is not as perfect, but simply because these are close. These are close, so we can push them a little down. Push them a little down. Now I see one that I don't need, so you can delete it. Yeah. Maybe do I need this as well? I don't. So I'll select these two and also curve them. They should be almost circle-like. So we can. Then we can bring back our. So definitely this can go below. Yeah. Is the neck so high? Is it so high? So there. And maybe a little this side. Here it's perfect, it's round. Now, if you're going to do eyes, what, those details, so it means that you have to separate all these. You have to separate them. So, but as of now, since we're going to go into After Effects, first learn how to rig, we may leave that. Yeah. There's something wrong with this gentleman. So we shall just I'll just leave it at that point for our head, so that we don't have to. Hello? Jendi nene mchivina. Hey. Hey, carry yourself. So when we go advanced, like really advanced, these ears will be separate, because when we are animating, when someone moves this way, we would want maybe this ear to go backwards. Also the hair. I don't know. Alex, I don't know that you can allow us in the future to do that.
I think we can get the basics.
I think let's go for the basic. Yeah. Because when we go into the other details, that is a whole nother facial animation. So let's just have it like the way it is.
I think we'll go for body mechanics mostly.
Yeah, let us go for body mechanics. Yes.
You can figure out the other bits.
The other bits, it's easy to learn. Actually, when you're well conversant with this, even when you go to YouTube, you will easily learn, because this is the hardest part. Then the neck is fine, the head is fine, it is 1. The torso is okay. Now, in most cases, what we do, to make this easy, I don't need this. I don't need the belt. These ones will disturb you when you are, I don't need, because I need this leg to also be curved like this, and also this to be curved like this, plus a hip. Okay? So for the hip, we shall also get a circle. Shall get a circle like that, and it goes into that. So we shall have a simple hip, which is circular like that, and should be the color of our pants. So that is okay. It can be maybe a little that. Yeah, that is okay. Then also these. Like for real, I don't need this. Yes, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so that we don't go into the details. Then we make it as simple as it is. So here what we want is also kind of a perfect circle here like this. So I'll get a perfect circle for this leg. Now I want to put my concentration where, since my hip is here, so this is to just come here like that. Let me just try to change the color of my hip so that I can easily see it. I'll bring it a little bit up. I don't need this. So I want this leg to, this hip should be able to harmonize with this bum properly, and also this leg. So I'll get this, try to make it fit there. I think that's okay. I think it's better I use this so that I can delete what I don't need. Sorry. You guys will find, with your drawing skills, you'll find easier tools, but as long as you succeed in doing exactly what I'm trying to demonstrate. So I feel like that is okay. Then I'll do the same for this. I'll first hide this. I'll first hide that, then try to fix this. But it doesn't need to go up to the very end up here, because there is already a hip there, so it doesn't need to. Okay. So this, that, you'll do better characters when you have enough time. So I'll do that, and I merge. I'll use this other tool. I'll just use this so that it's easier for me to delete. trying as much as possible not to use very complicated. I think I need that. Maybe a little more here like this. So that, and that are one. But again, remember also here, so you can see the hard work that goes into making this.
Every part that moves should have that round.
Yes. Yes. Especially for the legs and the hands. Okay, if I wanted to, you could still animate this rig without having to, when you're having them straight, but normally the hand will be bending. You've seen those animations where the hand bends like this. It's not smart. So wouldn't want to see the work that you've done with bent hands and say, Mr. Aaron, is that not taught me? So I will cut this. I'll use my line. I'll use my line perfectly here like that and divide this. And this one first to go away. Objects, path, divide objects below. So then I attach this. This is the normal procedure, just like the way we did it with the hand. Oh, something wrong. Did I destroy something? I don't know. This is also one. So I'll duplicate this. I will not use this. I will duplicate this.
Anytime it comes to that, like almost 100 layers.
There will not be 100. So we shall. Then the other one. Hey, there was a mistake done. 100 layers. This will be so many.
But either way, because you're going to use the color.
But if you're going to use eyes,
That's what I'm saying.
hair, where they can be. But anyway, you do it once, and that once and for all.
You can use it to do so many things.
So I'll get this and that. Then I also, then the lower part. Wait, I thought I had cut this part.
It's fused to the heel.
Wait. Okay, so this goes with the upper one. Then
Also
the one below with this one. So where you see things are not rhyming properly, you do the correction. Definitely, mine will not be as perfect as yours. The lecturer does 1 + 1, but the exercise, the exercise is usually you need body mass. So I will also correct this. So I'll push this a little there. Just trying to create clean work. Yeah, so I think that's okay. Then this also needs to be clean. We can delete this. Yeah, that's also clean. Then you do the same for this. Mlante, Tikoba, I'm in class, we can meet at around 2. Okay. So I'll do this as well for this other side. What I remembered is that it has been disturbing when I don't first cut. So, objects, then transform, pathfinder, divide objects below. Need to ungroup. Then definitely a circle here. So that, and so there. Then I'll duplicate this as well, holding Alt from here, then select this and this, then this. Okay, this goes down, first go down, then this and this. I don't need this pocket. I also don't need this. So here we are good. I see the circles are okay. Also here the circles are okay. Then down.
For the legs also.
Yeah.
The ankle.
Yeah, for the legs and maybe this part. That is if it's going to. There is that tab that we usually have in animation. So this one, let me first drag it up to see how it looks like. It's flat on top, but they did not touch it. I don't know why they didn't complete the shape here. Then here it becomes much easier to do this, but that is too high. So we'll bring it down, because no one will ever see this inside part. No one will ever see that. Then also this. Do I need to also give the shoe detail for the tab? Okay, let me do this. But the one other way to easily carve, you can do that. You can do that and cut the entire shoe. From there, objects, divide objects below. So this one will be able to, this is ungroup. This is one that is going to be tapping, You get? Then, we also need this other one to also come from this other side so that they go into each other. So in this case, I will only choose this layer and this layer, and I'll do this. When I do that, okay, it has not gone through entirely.
So,
this becomes black. This goes at the back. Total back. The colors,
wondering.
So what I wanted to create is this, being able to tap. So it has to be together. These are two layers. Group. We call it a toe tip. So when someone is walking, but this was supposed to complete. Okay, in most cases, to make it easy, we will just give the shoe one color so that it doesn't. Just as of now. Of course, when we are doing the detail, when a client wants this, when a client wants the shoe to have a sole, it should have a sole. But for learning purposes, let us just use this. And what I forgot was, there's something I forgot. There's a stage I've missed that I didn't understand. Okay. So this, this, that, and that are one group. Let me just make it one so that it doesn't confuse me. So I was meant to have this was meant to also to be touching this other back part. So that this one can tap the way we want. It's not tapping comfortably. So this is tapping properly. If someone was walking, usually it has to be a little bit forward. I'm making the leg longer, but it's not supposed to be like that. So, yeah, so it will give us a dynamic walk. Probably this is too in, so I can move it a little bit like that. So here, I think that is better. Yeah. So we need some concentration. I think we shall just use the same shoe. We don't need this entire body. We just get this.
But ordinarily, like, you would still also do the same with the other one.
No, you don't need to. Unless if
Let's say that it's detailed that you should say the other one is also right and so you have to.
yeah, but yeah, unless it is too detailed like that. Yeah. So that is okay. Is there anything remaining? These are okay. These are okay. So here, you are ready to do it. Yeah? Oh, this one has to also change to this. Eh? This has to change to this. So I'll just cut here. I'll use the pen tool and cut at this point. Object, path, divide objects below. So here, definitely I will just use the curvature tools to make work easier for me at this point. Now, but if you notice, curvature tools don't like if they are an extra, we shall just delete this one. It doesn't need a minute. So that, this and that. Shall do that there. Well, you can actually as well, so just pull this in. And do the curvature as well. There. Then to avoid details here, we shall also just give it something like that. Eh? Just to avoid the detail. Now these hands also, the way we do the eyes, like I told you, the eyes and whatever for those details, you'd find that you also do the different, the beast sign, you do this,
All of them.
eh? You would have to. So let's just have it like that. It feels like it's just. Yeah. So we'd have to, I would merge these to be one. Yeah. So that is okay. Ungroup. So this is also okay. So each is alone. This is alone. This is alone. This is alone. This has to be together with the shirt. So this has to be together with the shirt. So here we just group since they're different colors. Shockingly, when I was learning this that time, they would a little bit change. If this is at the front and this is at the back, like this is the back. Normally, what they would do is that they would slightly change the color of the top. Would be a little bit lighter, like a little bit lighter, like that. You just feel it, yeah, but it's always just leave it like that. You'll do that when you become more. So this is okay. I feel like the character is ready. Yeah, it is ready there. Then you.
This other joint.
One thing I've been forgetting is that I've not. This is the hip, which is there.
What I think what is meaning is like also that big. Like that also. Imagine you do a hip, like would it also be round the other side?
The torso. Well, I feel like if it does this, let us first try to. You do the testing for me, Let me just try to group the upper body.
Are we also changing its color to look more
African?
Yeah.
I think
these guys have attended the end of these sessions. These guys are working. Teachers always argue. Has to be African, as a black. That's what is so shocking. Like.
So here, I feel it's okay here, don't you? I think for the shirt it's okay. For the torso. Now for the color palette of African.
The hair. No.
So here we should just remove the hair first. Go down group, remove this hair. We want him to be African. Hey.
Somebody can have that haircut in Africa.
I think we can have an old man like this. The face is young, You can have.
This print is interesting. I wonder what's the story.
We're making t-shirts for the campaigns and what.
And hey, they were making them from here.
Someone here, but privately, not as an institution.
Oh,
So I think we can have.
oh, this book's going.
The whole Uganda.
Such a thing. Almost all the schools in the account.
Even those were designed from this office. People were asking, where would you get print?
We use many companies. There's Inline, there's EPC.
I thought actually you guys have your own printer.
But it is not yet fully. It is missing some parts.
It's a Speedmaster or?
Yeah, it's Speed Master. So it's missing the binding, whatever. They are buying them in bits.
Yeah, Speedmaster is quite expensive. So the hair would be black, I guess. All kind of like this. So this, I think all those that look like this, huh? All those that look like, well, I need to sorry. All those that look like this color should do. Should have some sort of African color. Hey, yeah, that is too dark. Okay, let me pick that color there.
Then we don't need to change the color of the eyes.
I'm not getting the African color palette. It's in which, eh?
Eyes, what?
Could you just download one of the other
Maybe let me just get it.
characters and then you copy the...
Let me just copy color palette here.
So you can download the character. Then you copy all those frames and the
The colors.
Mm.
I think with the Joker or something.
This is the African color palette here.
You don't need it as a JPEG.
Yeah?
So you just click and just.
I've just downloaded it as a JPEG from African color palette. Then I just drag it into it. So since is a light-skinned guy, you can pick from this. I think that's okay. So you can. Sorry. So I think all colors that look like this should change to this. So since the neck is a little darker, you can do that. Now one mistake we made is that the pants are not the same. It also chose the pants. So Africans will have colors like blue, red. So we can give him blue pants, something like that. Do I need this? Okay, anyway, it's okay. Then anything that looks like this should have this color. other than this. So I think that's okay. Now he looks like an African boy. For the eyes, this and that. This is now pure black.
In 2024, over 200 people have died in Mountain Everest.
200 people.
How many people? 200.
What
Maybe about 200.
200 white people.
one? Including one Kenyan.
That's
Who
so
sold
bad.
everything he has to go to be the first person
In Kenya,
Guys, don't have that.
Mountain Everest. He died actually. He slept while he was coming down.
Mm.
I remember that one.
Remember,
It was some serious news.
so, and when you're climbing, you sign an agreement that when you die,
Your body stays there.
everybody stays on the mountain because nobody has the funds to bring you down.
Mm.
But,
Difficult to bring you down.
so when you're going up, you're walking over dead bodies. Because they're so frozen.
Actually,
They're
the first,
frozen.
then the first people have died over the years.
Oh.
Actually, sometimes they use even some of them as markers.
Yeah, we should try and see.
And surprisingly, they also don't do it.
Those are white people problems.
Being that it is ice, you find it's complete.
It's complex, like they don't decompose.
They don't decompose.
Yeah, so it's only those who are rich, all those who are like run campaigns who say let's go get a lot of so and so, and they have to hire an entire party to prepare for half a year. Then go and hire these guys to get him down there.
So here we are ready. We are ready for After Effects. We can. I've not been saving. So we can name this guy what in our lessons. Which name should we give him?
Name him what? Ian.
Mr. MC.
We can be Kato.
Friends in this.
Tato.
Kato, eh?
Toto.
For the writing.
That's this one. Maybe we can call him Semakura or Nduga.
Let's call him manager.
Manager NCDC. So this is our manager. Manager. We save it. So just name it. You save it. But hey, one thing I forgot. You've just completed now the character. This is now the character is complete. Now each of those body parts should have a layer on it of its own. And named it. Sometimes you could name it in After Effects. So you see, each of these are layers, but they are not the major layers of Illustrator. You just have one layer in here. I think you're aware of that, eh? Eh?
You're not okay.
These are sub-layers.
Yeah, I get it.
But that, what we consider layer, a complete layer, is this layer. So we only have one layer. So now you have to go back and do all the layers.
So you copy
Parts we have joined.
Those parts and also name them. So this is the process I'm going to start now. So since the head is complete, normally each of these, the eyes, the what that would be alone. Eh?
That's what I was asking. That isn't it easy for you to get to like 100 layers? Because if the head is also going to move, all of that.
It is very easy for you to get that. So I'll have to select all these layers. Let me just bring this layer on its own so that it doesn't disturb. So this is the neck. You name it. Yeah? Then I'll make it disappear. Then this is the head. I don't need this other. You see this small layer here? I don't need it to disturb. So I'll select all these.
If you hide the neck, and that layer you hide it, that means when you select
it doesn't affect
in the selection.
In the selection. So I'll drag also this up to here. Then this one becomes the head.
Okay.
So the way you name, let's say if you're starting with a capital letter H and small others, you should also do the same for all.
Have the same style.
It should have the same style.
Okay.
Because it's it may the software may not be able to. There is some bit of AI somewhere. It may not be able to understand. So it's better you just name it like that. Then, so this is done. Then this is the torso. So the torso also goes. Just click, after selecting it, just click on this blue and drag it up. You see that, So this is the torso. Yeah. Then this is the hip. You click a new layer here and drag that hip.
Okay, drag it.
I've selected this.
So that it follows
Then
the other layers.
Then I click. Okay, I'd moved it already. Now it is here. It's in this layer. So I just drag this blue one into that.
Okay.
Then this one becomes hip. Yeah. So I can also make
That
this.
means the other sub layers were inside here.
Like for example, the sub layers of the head are all inside the head.
Okay.
But if we were not doing each of them would be now here it's just one head.
Okay, I get it.
If I was going to put, it was going to talk like A, E, I, O, U. Each of those A, E, I, O, U would be alone.
I get it now.
You get it? So if those vowels, whatever you're going to do, a smile,
All of that is an individual layer.
yeah. So all those expressions. So then also this is the arm, the forearm, and the hand. So here we shall say we get this. Now here we begin on the hands. So you open a new layer. Let us begin with this hand. So that goes there, and this is this is the hand.
Maybe upper hand.
Well, okay. Let us just name it left hand. It has a name, but I've forgotten. But let us just use left hand, whichever name you give it. Then this one is the forearm. Okay. So that is the left. Then we shall move that and name it forearm. But we forgot to put left. Always remember. Is that the SP of forearm? Then this one is the left hand tip. Huh? So, and you see the one I'm organizing from the one up, as I go down to the next, in that order. So this one. So this is the left hand tip. Like that. So here you are done. Then we come to this. I also do a new one. So this is the right hand. This is the right hand.
I have not moved it.
I'm just saving the layer's name. Left hand. I like that you are active. You are watching every step. Yeah, I'm very glad. Then this is the right hand, the right hand what? The right forearm. I'm waiting for answers from you guys.
Right forearm.
Right hand, the right forehand. Yeah, it's true. Then this is the right hand tip. So you can drag it, whichever comes first, either dragging or whichever makes it easier for you. The right hand tip. So there you're done. Then we come here. This is the what? Thigh. So this is the left hand.
Left hand. What is that?
So this is the left thigh. It is on the other side.
So now the hand for you thinking it's facing.
The perspective is odd. Okay.
The perspective, yeah? It depends on where you. Let us try to. It's just that we put it on top, but should have been, because it should be standing in an awkward way.
Okay.
You get it, eh? Should be below. Should be the one at the back. So you drag it. So it's the left thigh. Then this is the left. Alex, and left what?
Which one?
This one. I'm forgetting. You could say leg.
No.
This. I'm forgetting the. Let us just call it a left leg. After all, there is no other left leg. Eh?
Yes, it's the left leg.
Yeah, it's a left leg.
Upper part is the thigh. Upper thigh or left leg.
Then this one is the left foot. We drag all that. It is the left foot. But remember, the foot has to be behind. Eh? So this should be about. Oh, we didn't do the leg didn't go. Surely the leg didn't go. So like that. We do the same for this. This is the right. The right thigh. Then this is the right leg. It also goes. This didn't go. It gets easier the more when you go further. It becomes much easier. So this one is the right foot. How do we know that we have done a good job? We check on the layers which are here. Which layers are those? So we check. What is this? It is like a useless layer, so we delete it. You get it? Then this. So this was supposed to go with the what? Right hand leg. And this should be, of course, the opposite side, the left. You see how naming is very easy, you just know where to place it. Then this. So this did not go. You see, it is empty. The right forehand. Although we had already named. So then which is this? Something useless. So here you know that you've done a good job. each of those.
So you delete the sub layers.
Eh?
After you delete the ones that you're not seeing.
So here you're done. You can bring back our entire character like that. So remember this has to be above because it is in front. So it has to even be above the hip. So you can have the hip around here, below the hands. Yeah. Then the right thigh has to go up. Right thigh, right leg, right foot. Thigh, foot has to be a little bit. Please make sure you don't again paste it in the other. So we have our head, which is up, followed by the neck, followed by the torso, followed by the left hand. So this left hand should be also behind the what? The torso. Not so. Yeah. So here it is behind the torso, but the right hand, this right,
be in front.
The right hand, these ones, right hand, they're supposed to be above the torso, like that. That's when you know that now.
Above or behind?
Above, because this is the torso. It is like this, the torso. So this is in front.
That is for the right.
For the right.
Yes.
Yeah. But do not cram, because what if it is facing the other side? So it has to be the other way around. Yeah? Then you can save. Now this.
Illustrator file.
Yeah, you save it as an Illustrator. Don't save any other format other than Illustrator.
With its layers.
With its layers, like that. So this one is ready for working. So I like saving another one so that it doesn't. So this is the manager, the original. This is for rigging. So here now you're ready. Now the good thing about puppet animation or 2D whatever is that we've done the texturing, we've done the rigging, everything has been done in one. So when you're done with that, you come to you have
So that means if at all it was from scratch, let's say you've drawn the character in Photoshop. Let's say you've drawn it on one layer, like you're supposed to layer the arm.
if you're doing it
Let's say you draw it from scratch.
from scratch.
Yeah, you draw the arm one layer.
It would be better you draw like that.
This one, I get it.
It would be better you do it like that. Though sometimes drawing it as one is much easier than you break it down.
Like where you have
Like the way we had it at first.
Illustrator, and
Then you revise it.
I get it.
Then because that is you've started rigging. Here we've been rigging. Only that they have not yet started moving, but we've already started preparing for the final rigging. Yeah.
So I think
maybe we should stop here. Then you guys whatever.
they have one character. I will suggest first pause that recording on the scale. Press the scale.